Hey, why not fly south for the winter?
Dude, holy Hello everyone, welcome back to CF Entertainment. My name is Casper Fox. Here's all these cool titles that my editor has given me today. And we're back with more Hadestown. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm actually way on through Hadestown. Now, I'm done with Act 1 because I'm currently or either back from my trip to Chicago, watching Tegan Early or Timo's debut show with JB Warner and a bunch of other cool content creators and YouTubers and musicians, and it's going to be really cool. Today, in this batch, we have Hey Little Songbird and When the Chips Are Down, I believe. There might be some, I saw some, like, I was told not to look at the titles too much for today's session, so I only looked at the two songs. There might be some smaller ones in between, but you'll have to see. It's probably in the title of the video. I just don't want to spoil myself. So, yeah, I don't really have much to say today. We're just chilling with some Hadestown, and we're gonna get straight into it. I don't think I have anything else. Oh yeah, but actually, I think by the time this comes out, we're probably down to one upload per week on CF Entertainment. The thing is though that I will probably be doing some one-off videos similar to the Tegan Early Timo EP Tear It Upright and Reversed. So if you see some one-offs, it's just because that I had like a little fire left, or I actually wanted to do some of the content. But most of the reaction content you guys will be finding is over on Open Arms Reactions, which is 3 videos per week. So if you're like, oh, I want more Casper reaction content, you can go over there. Other than that, I'm very busy with writing my musical Stories from Sticks or themed album, which I'm very, very excited to show you guys very soon. I'm hoping to get it out by the start of 2025, but I don't know. We're well through the casting process. So yeah. Anyways, let's get into Hey Little Songbird, which is an animatic by Silbatros. Nice. Oh, there's the rose.
Hey, little songbird, give me a song. I'm a busy man, and I can't stay long. I got clients to call, I got orders to fill, I got walls to build, I got riots to quell.
To quell. Jesus, was it like G1 or something? That's crazy. No. To quell. Some of that. Wow. Dude. Okay, so the reason why I'm not too surprised about this is because my friend and former colleague, Bobby Bass, has done a cover of this. I had no idea it was from Hadestown, though. When I saw the song title, I got a little glimpse of an idea. But yeah, I have actually heard part of the song before, so, but yeah. The song here from Hades, so this is Hades, that is insane. It's very rare we get such a dominant bass voice in musicals, you know? Oh my god, that is such a cool take on him. So, I don't know how to feel because apparently he's an antagonist, which by my previous video I had some discussions with some really smart patrons who are really, really good at like analyzing and stuff, but even better than I. Like, quite honestly, they should be doing this, not me. but they were telling me about how like the people often confuse the word villain and antagonist, similar to how, for example, Aeolus is not necessarily a villain, but is kind of an antagonist to Odysseus in Epic with the whole win-back scheme thingy. Okay, so great voice, very so something I really, really like about this. So if you, I'm gonna go back just a little bit, listen to the drums.
Oh, I got orders to fill.
You hear that? So I don't know if the mic's gonna pick it up, but it's like the. So instead of having an actual hit on the drum, they have something called whiskers. And whiskers look like this. Adam's going to put a picture on screen. And it is essentially, so one of the hands is just going in a circle, making this. So this like this wave sound you're hearing here is actually him circling the drum. And then. So you have the two whiskers going here, right? And then you have this piano. Oh, this is a lovely song.
Orders to fill.
I'm so stupid. That is very obviously a guitar. Why did I think it was a piano? I think it's a piano in Bobby's version.
I got walls to build. I got riots to quell. And they're giving me hell back in Hades. Hey, little songbird, cat got your tongue. Always a pity for one so pretty and young. When poverty comes to clear clip your wings and knock the wind right out of your lungs. Ain't nobody sings on empty.
Strange is the call of this strange man.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Wind right out of your lungs. Ain't nobody sings on empty.
Strange is the call of this strange man. I wanna fly down and feed at his hand.
Girl, same.
I want a nice soft place to land. I wanna lie down forever.
Little songbird.
Oh, so we're getting actually to the point that she's like years. She's actually yearning for death right now. It's too hard to be alive on the overworld. Okay, that's interesting.
You got something fine. You'd shine like a diamond down in the mine. And the choice is yours if you're willing to choose. Seeing as you've got nothing to lose, and I could use
Amuse.
a canary.
Oh my god! The canary. That's... Dude! Is he doing this live? Holy shit.
Suddenly, nothing is as it was.
Wait, what?
Nothing is as it was.
Look at Hades on the left there.
Look at this dude.
Where are you now, Orpheus? Wasn't it gonna be the two of us?
Aww.
Weren't we birds of a feather?
Hey, little songbird, let me guess. He's some kind of poet, and he's penniless. Give him your hand, he'll give you his hand to mouth. He'll write you a poem when the power is out. Hey, why not fly south for the winter?
Dude, holy Adam, please, if you can you put some notes on that as he's singing, like, before then now? If you're watching this, hopefully Adam's already done it, like, put notes on the screen as that, because that is incredible first octave range. Holy man. So she seems to be kind of, like, scaling the fact that death might be better than whatever this is, and she is kind of realizing, I guess, that Orpheus might not be able to live up to his promise. Like, we're almost through Act 1 and he still hasn't finished his right? So I understand. As far as I remember from the Orpheus and Eurydice tragedy, it is that she's bitten by a snake, and that's how she dies during their wedding, while Orpheus is performing. She goes out in the woods, and then she gets bitten, and then she dies. So here it actually seems like that Hades is like... Because as far as I remember, I don't think Hades did anything to push the agenda of her actually, like, dying. He doesn't, like, say, like, come down, be with me, where it's not, like, where it's great, it's warm and shit, you know? As far as I remember, that's not how it is, but I guess that's, like, another take. That's the great thing about Greek mythology, is that we don't know anything for sure. This was, like, a long time ago, and we only have scriptures and old poems. It's up for interpretation, and if this is how they interpreted the Orpheus and Eurydice myth, then I'm not going to give them a hard time about it. I think that's a cool thing we can do. I want to listen to these violins real quick.
Let me guess. He's some kind of poet, and he's penniless. Give him your hand, he'll give you his hand.
So we have these, like, it's a violin 2 octave, na 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 na, and na 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 na. And we have, interestingly enough, if you listen to the percussion here, Gary is using a little bit of crash, but it's a very soft crash. It could also, quite honestly, be like a right back in that's just like, psh, you know, like just get a tsh, right? It sounds like he's hitting it with his hand, whoever, or they're hitting it with the hand.
To mouth, he'll write you a poem when the power is out. Hey, why not fly south for the winter?
Such a breathy chest fry right here. Wow. Oh my god. I wonder what Mortius said when he heard this.
Hey, little songbird, look all around here. See how the vipers and vultures surround you, and they'll take you down. They'll pick you clean.
Oh, she's about to die.
You stick around, such a desperate scene.
Interesting enough, did you hear that dinner bell?
They'll pick you clean.
That's pretty cool. Both like a bit, but also clean. Like the sound is very clean, like very soft here, or not soft, like very like really in your face, treble wise.
Stick around, such a desperate scene. See, people get mean when the chips are down.
When the chips are down, that is a crazy note. I want to see the Hades variants, because that's some love for the profundos right here. My goodness. Okay, that was Hey Little Songbird. The next one we're hopping into is When the Chips Are Down, Gone I'm Gone, and this is an animatic by Murky Mosquito. We've had Murky Mosquito on the channel before, so yeah. Okay, well let's get right into it. Oh no.
Songbird versus Rattlesnake.
What is it?
Eurydice was a hungry young girl,
Here are the fates.
and Hades gave her
Your ticket.
a choice to make. A ticket to the underworld.
Oh my god, genius, Rattlesnake, and of course we get the shaker here, so good. Okay, so we got the fates, we got the Eurydice was a hungry girl motif, and the Road to Hell motif. So a lot of reoccurring stuff here.
Life ain't easy. Life ain't fair. A girl's gotta fight for her rightful share. What you gonna do when the chips are down? Now that the chips are down. What you gonna do when the chips are down? Now that the chips are down. Help yourself, help the rest. Even the one who loves you best. What you gonna do when the chips are down?
I cannot identify this time signature. Adam, please put that on the screen right here. That is incredible. I love the complexity of the rhythm here. Okay, all the chips are down, so all the cards are on the table. Like essentially, like it's all in, I assume, right? So she's about to die, I assume.
Now that the chips are down. What you gonna do when the chips are down? Now that the chips are down.
Oh, so because obviously you need to, so in Greek mythology, when you guys probably know this, but I'm gonna say it anyway, that if you die, if you want to cross the river Styx, you have to put coins on the eyes to pay the ferryman Chiron, right? Charon, sorry. It's so like it's the same in my native tongue of Danish, like Charon. So I very often confuse them, but Charon, not Chiron, not the centaur. You have to pay, not the centaur, to pay the Mr. Guy dude. Stories from Styx guy. No, I'm kidding. Charon, yeah. So is he offering to pay the fare for her to like come to his domain?
Oh, my aching heart.
Oh,
What you gonna do when the chips are down? Now
obvious.
the chips are down.
Okay.
Take if you can, give if you must. Ain't nobody but yourself to trust.
Okay, it is actually just, I think it's just in 4/4, and it just has like these weird like offbeat, like a dung, like similar to Shape of You is 4/4, like dung 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 dung, but it is in 4/4, right? I think it's similar to that.
What you gonna do when the chips are down? Now that the chips are down. What you gonna do when the chips are down? Now that the chips are down. Aim for the heart. Shoot to kill. If you don't do it, then the other one will. What you gonna do when the chips are down? Now that the chips are down. What you gonna
There's
do
Hades.
when the chips are down? Now that the chips are down. And the first shall be first, and the last shall be last.
Okay, so a lot, like the Fates are getting, like this is probably it sounds like this is primarily like the Fates singing actually, which is really cool. Again, we're back into this like this really jazz bar vibe. I saw someone commented that this was a folk opera or something like that, but I'm really getting like these like really jazzy New Orleans vibes here. Here it's a little bit more like what it was like an old style tavern almost. like imagine a stage where people like were for women would be singing like Mr. Sandman, for example, right? It's kind of the vibes I'm getting here. A lovely piece of soundscape we get here. So this is, I guess, a visualization maybe of how Eurydice is gonna die, because we heard the rattlesnake in the beginning, right? You can see like here you can see it here, that there's 3 rattlesnakes, which also is a cool, because look at this eye shape and everything, like just like the fates here, which is really nice. So maybe we're gonna be seeing the end of Eurydice. I was quite honestly, that's quite soon. No, it's not. We're almost into it now. I'm yapping. It's not.
Down, now that the chips are down. What you gonna do when the chips are down? Now that the chips are down. And the first shall be first, and the last shall be last. Cast your eyes to heaven. You get a knife in the back. Nobody's righteous. Nobody's proud. Nobody's innocent.
Yeah.
Now that the chips are down. Now that the chips are down.
Okay, so we got a lot of still issues. So here's Hades playing with her. Then that looks like Persephone, and we got the idea, like, I was talking, she's very Dionysus-coded, like, really drowning herself in alcohol, right? Which is interesting approach to Persephone. I hope we get to explore that a little bit more. And then here she falls. Okay, so here we see that they're rolling the dice. Eurydice, ha. Okay, and then I want to see some more of these visuals here. So here are the fates turning into these, like, rattlesnakes. The Joker. Of course. Fates, when they cut your line, your time's up. So Eurydice is dying here. Okay. Oh, it's like a pinball machine. Also, this is all like one big gambling metaphor, like playing with their life. Oh, and here is from like the, I think it was called pot art. I still don't know what that like specific. You guys, is there a specific word for like those ancient Greek like art styles where it's like on pots? If you know, please let me know in the comments or let me know in the premiere chat right now. If you're not in the premiere, then what are you doing, bro? And here with the fates. Yeah. And now the line's cut, so Eurydice is dead. And then that looked like the rose, I think. That looks like, because it's not shown in the animatic, but this is kind of like the thing for Hadestown, the one you see on the cover art right here that I was gonna put up. This is like the flower that Orpheus like summons, I guess, which is a big plot point, I think. And here we have the fates turning into the snakes, kinda, and then fall. So she's falling down into the underworld, right? So Eurydice is gone. Rest in peace. I'm gone for food. She's gone. Okay. And then I think this... Is this the same song? I don't know. We'll have to see. Oh.
Orpheus, my heart is yours. Always was and will be. It's my gut I can't ignore. Orpheus, I'm hungry. Oh, my heart, it aches to stay. But the flesh will have its way. Oh, the way is dark and long. I'm already gone. I'm gone. Go ahead and lay the blame. Talk of virtue, talk of sin. Wouldn't you have done the same? In her shoe, in her skin. You can have your principle when you've got a belly full. Hunger has a way with you. There's no telling what you're gonna do when the chips are down. Now that the chips are down, what you gonna do when the chips are down? Now that the chips are down.
Oh, yes, of course. So in the underworld, your good and bad deeds are balanced, and then you get to, if you go to the Elysian Field, if you want to go to Tartarus, you know, all that shit. Okay, I must admit, this caught me a bit off guard, and I really hope I'm wrong. This seems like this musical is blaming Eurydice for choosing death over staying with Orpheus. I must admit, to me personally, which is, and again, I cannot stress enough that interpretation of Greek myths, there is no correct or incorrect. You can have a preference, and the way you phrase it is everything. So I'm gonna say, I do not personally like, if that is what's portrayed, that Eurydice chooses to go to Hades, because it seems like to me, metaphorically, she's saying the flesh will have its way, because she gets bitten by the snake and then dies because flesh, mortal, you know. But her heart wants to stay with Orpheus, which I can totally get. So I'm wondering what the symbolism for that is. Okay. Other than that, these three Fate singers, can you guys tell me who's singing this? Because they are phenomenal, great harmonies, fantastic approach to chord progression here, which is probably not the singers but the arranger, which is fire. And then we have this little withering thing, and then the train goes. This because I remember I'm pretty sure Murky is the one who did the first. Yeah, Road to Hades. So this is the same graphic. I like that.
What
And then here's Orpheus.
do when the chips are down? Now that the chips are down.
And then we have, look, so these are all the grade, like we have Alpha, Beta, and then that's Eurydice. I'm stupid, of course, this is Epsilon, but I think it's a play on Eurydice, right? But of course it's Epsilon. I fucking knew that. Why did I look that up? I'm so stupid. Okay, interesting. And then boom, Eurydice is dead. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty stone cold when it comes to that after Polites died. So, no, I'm just kidding. It's obviously very tragic. I must admit, if I didn't know what the tragedy of Eurydice and Orpheus is, as far as I know, for the research I did for my own themed album musical for Stories from Styx, Orpheus and Eurydice, she gets bitten by a rattlesnake and it is out of her control. This is an interesting take on it, that she actually decides to go, and that's a nice touch. I mean, I think personally, I will have to see how the rest of the musical pans out, because this is a pretty major plot point. But I can also understand, because like it must not be fun to live in poverty, and as they say, would you judge her for choosing death or for choosing to go with Hades? Your stomach's full, you have it well, she doesn't. She's like weak, she's poor, she's cold. So I can understand that pinpoint, and I hope I'm phrasing myself correctly. I think I have to see how it pans out. It's similar to a lot of people will have different opinions on Persephone and Hades. It is under my impression that when Persephone was kidnapped, because that was how you proposed, or how you like that was the thing. Like it would be the same as we give handshakes when we greet people, like in an official setting, right? Let's say that in 100 years, giving a handshake is seen as harassment. For example, right? 100 years from now, people will look at us and be like, they gave handshakes, how could they? What the f*** are they doing? They're fucking idiots, blah, blah, blah. But we'll be like, well, that's just how it is right now, right? And I'm not justifying abduction or anything like that, but that's how, from what my research shows. And I contacted my my high school scholar, who is so I say scholar. He is a scholar. He's a PhD, but he's a high school teacher, because the education system in Denmark is really good. And I talked to him about kind of how like with the Greek mythology and like what can we trust, what can we, and he says like there is really no way to interpret it other than the material we have, and even that is so loosely interpreted because it's been translated so many times. It's similar to a lot of, like, for example, the Bible has been translated a lot of times. It's all up to how you interpret it, right? So having that with Hades and Persephone, for example, you have like, for example, in my stories, like in Stories from Styx, I refuse to see Persephone as just a damsel in distress. She's way too badass and way too smart and way too powerful to just let herself get taken like that. So I think it's partly that she definitely did not expect it and got abducted, but also there was part of her that wanted to go willingly, in a sense, right? But anyway, I got super sidetracked. What I mean is that it is I'm liking that we get a completely different spin on what I know about Orpheus and Eurydice. Before we continue, I just want to see if there's more I need to cover in this video. That is all for this recording session. If you're on Patreon, the next one will play in just a minute. If you're on YouTube, you're going to have to wait a week, but if you have $5 to spare, you can actually watch the entirety of the Hadestown RNAs unedited. I don't know how far we are. We are at least caught up to Act 1 by now, probably more. Right now I'm probably in Chicago or coming back from my trip from Chicago. We will see. Anyway, over here are my lovely patrons who are supporting me as a content creator. They make videos like this possible. They make musicals and themed albums like Stories from Styx. They make the Hades fan songs I do for Epic possible. I love them. I'm so grateful to have such a loving community. If you want to like hang out with me in a Discord chat, or you want some exclusive content, you want news on Stories from Styx that get out before the public, like, come on over. It's relatively, I want to say, like, I give a lot for like $5. So if you have $5 and you want to support a random guy on the internet, then I'm your guy. In a second, there's going to be a subscription button that I hope you will click to support my channel. And there's also a video. If you watch that video for 1 minute, like you click it and you watch the video for 1 minute, you will tell the YouTube algorithm that CF Entertainment is a channel worth pushing into the YouTube cyberspace or whatever. I would greatly appreciate if you've done that. Other than that, I want to say thank you so much for watching and have a fantastic day. Bye.